What's up, y'all? It's TJ Top Chef, and welcome back to the channel. Now, a lot of you may notice that I've not been myself and not been doing the things I've been wanting to do on this channel. I've not been like putting up videos like I usually do. I ain't been in the right mood, and a lot of y'all probably like didn't even notice. Y'all probably like, TJ, I don't know what you're talking about. I noticed nothing different. Just do you. You sound stupid. And the other ones are probably like, yeah, TJ, we noticed something different. You haven't really been yourself. You haven't really been doing the things that you usually do. And you haven't been uploading like you're supposed to. Now, it wasn't that I was getting lazy or anything. It's just what had happened. And what had happened in a row. Now, the dates, well, I don't really have no dates but one. And the row of bullshit that happened, it's probably not going to add up to when I stop doing it, but it kind of makes sense. Now, it all started like the beginning of this month, I think. Either the beginning of this month or the end of last month, the end of February or the beginning of March. That's when it started. It was a lot of stuff, so it's not about to just be one thing. It all started with the situation that's been happening in this household. It has nothing to do with me, but it kind of hinders me from doing what I got to do. And basically, I'm not going to give too much detail on certain reasons because it's giving out other people's business. And yeah, so there's been a situation happening in this household that it doesn't have anything to do with me, but it affects the way I do videos because the environment around here isn't cut out for videos because it's just when I record, let's just say the production value or just the recording will be just ass because of what's been going on. So that's kind of why I haven't really been recording. Therefore, I can't upload anything. I got a whole bunch of old videos that I could upload, but then once a video becomes too old, I don't really want to upload it because it's a long time ago. First off, certain stuff I say is like it's kind of expired because it's like I'm talking about something that happened in the past and stuff. So it's like I don't know. It feels weird to edit an old video and upload it. So I would have done that, but I said, no, it feels weird. So with that situation happening, it stops me from being able to want to do videos. And when I had the opportunity to do videos, I was already in this like depressed mood because y'all are probably saying like, TJ, why the fuck were you depressed? And it wasn't that I was depressed. It was almost like I was frustrated because I couldn't do videos. And like I said, there's no reason I do videos but the simple fact that I enjoy it and the simple fact that it's just my job now. It's what I love to do. And when I can't do it, I get frustrated. Even when I couldn't do it before because I had to wait for various reasons, I get frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I'm not in the mood to do videos. So if I were to record it, even when I had the opportunity to record videos, I wasn't in the mood. So every time it was that time I was like, okay, I can record now. I'm just like, but I'm not even in the mood. I'll do it tomorrow. I kept putting it off and stuff like that. Like I was just not in the mood to record. I was in the mood to edit, but I ain't had shit to edit. So I was just like angry. I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus for real. So a little bit down the line, I found out that the situation that has happened wasn't going to get fixed. I was like, damn, bro, like I'm never going to be able to record videos again like I want to. And I still think that situation is going to come back because that's just the way the universe works. I'm sorry to sound like one of those people, but it may happen. It may happen again. But I'm not going to like sit here and sit back like I'm going to wait for it to happen again. No, I'm going to actually get on my shit. Just give me some time. Which leads me to the next point. Eventually, my dad called me. So I went to his room and I had to help him with something or give him something. I don't remember how it went, but he had told me, he asked me, he was like, do you want to go to your great grandma's house tomorrow? And I was like, why? Because she lives right down the street. If I really wanted to go there, I could go. So I was just wondering, I was like, why? And he was like, she's sick. My great grandmother was sick. So I was like, sick how? He was like, he said basically he said that it was the end of the line. She was about to go. Basically, he said the only way she could possibly get better, and this is what the doctor said, the only way she could get better is she pulled through herself. So it was all up to her. So I said, yeah, I'll go. The next day, that Saturday, I went over there, and she was not in a good condition. Like, when I tell y'all, my great grandmother was like no other great grandmother. Like she was literally of old age, but she could walk, she could talk, she always did stuff. Sometimes she get in these moves where she want to move stuff around, and she can move like heavy furniture. Like she was like no. I don't really want to say old person because it seems like I'm being disrespectful, but she was like no elder I've seen before. And it was crazy, like how she went from that to that. And I felt bad because I never really went over there for real because of the because of the vibes that happens when I go over there. Like when I go over there, sometimes and it's all playful, but it's a weird thing to deal with sometimes when you go to say hey to somebody or you go visit somebody and somebody be like, what you doing over here or something like that. Even if it's in a joking way, I just feel like I don't really like that, but you don't want to seem too serious because they're in a good mood. So I know that's probably a fucked up thing to say, that's the reason why I didn't go over there, but it's just a weird vibe. And plus, my cousin, it's like I've asked him to do stuff for me in the past and it didn't happen. He just kept like not doing it, and I'm just sitting there like, is there like a grudge that you're holding or something like that? So I didn't want to go over there and like in that situation, but I never knew she was sick. So I never went over there for real. So that was already a heavy burden on me because that's my great grandmother. Like anytime y'all seen a family vlog, it was there. When my uncle died and we had to move out of our house that we own, we lived there. Like I had my great grandmother in my life my whole life. Like that's like she was one of the closest great grandmothers I got. Like that's my great grandmother. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's been so many times where I came home from school and I went straight there and had to like sit there with her until my actual grandmother come pick me up and take me home because I live with my grandmother. So it was like it was hard to like hear that come out my dad's mouth. And when I went over there, she couldn't move, she couldn't breathe, it was a struggle for her to even sit up and say hey to me. Like it was terrible. And they was wondering why I didn't really want to be back there. It's almost hard to see somebody in pain like that or see somebody struggling like that. Like it was hard for her to drink, and it was just like everybody was like smiling, trying to keep a positive attitude, but I'm just like, nah, I can't keep a positive attitude around here. So I had to leave. Like it just didn't feel weird. It didn't feel right being there like that. So I went home. Then like a couple of days down the line, I get this email from Maker Studios. Y'all know the network that I'm with. And now before anybody gives their little pissy opinions, I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to like discuss it. I don't want you to speak. Unless you give her positive feedback to me, that's okay. I don't need no constructive criticism. I don't need anybody to give me their own opinion. This is my situation, and I'm just informing y'all of what happened. So I got an email from Maker Studios. If y'all don't know who that is, then just don't even worry about it. And they were saying they had to let a lot of people go. And I was like I didn't want to ask why, because at the end of the day, I'm low-key happy that I'm gone. But it was just like, at the time being, I was just like, bruh, this is not the time to be doing this shit. And they said by the end of the month. So I'm not released right now, but I will be at the end of the month. Now, I do have a backup plan for that, so don't y'all worry about that. And for anybody that's trying to give their own opinion or trying to be funny about it, just leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone, because I'm in the blocking mood right now. So if I'm editing this and upload it today, I will be in a blocking mood, and I will block even the loyalists of subscribers, because this is too much shit going on. The day after, I'm editing 2 videos. I'm editing the video I'm talking about my age and the other video that I uploaded with that, the Overcooked video. I'm editing those. I edited the thumbnails. I'm like, okay, these videos are great. Now, if I'm like talking weird right now, it's because I'm heavy breathing, because it's a tough situation to talk about. So after I get done editing the thumbnail and everything, I stand up and I go over to my fridge to go get something to eat. Something to drink. And I get a phone call. My phone's right there on my bed. So I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello. And it was my grandmother. And she said, did you hear? Now, the only thing that went through my mind was, I know what this phone call is about. She said, did you hear? And I said no, because like obviously nobody tells me most of the stuff that I hear. I have to find out myself, or I have to find out through somebody else. And it's the worst situation ever. I don't get told things directly. So she said that, do you want to come over here? Because basically my great grandmother was dead. Like it was the end of the line for her. She was gone. Now, when I got that phone call, it was the worst ever, because out of that, the time that I knew she was sick and the time that she was actually sick, actually like about to go, out of that whole line, I did not go see her. I seen her once, and that was when I said hey to her, and she could barely move and everything. They said one day she was up, and it was like no other. She was still on a walker, but she never used a walker in her life. So that was the first time. And she was on that walker and she was happy. She was dancing and everything. And that was like her last day of actually living. And then a couple days down the line, I'm thinking maybe she'll pull through it. Maybe she'll get better. And no. And I never went to go see her. I never got to say goodbye. Nothing like that. And then the day I did not go see her that day, because I'm like, I can't sit here and see her. Like the last thing I ever wanted to do after my uncle's funeral was go to another funeral, because I understand that you're honoring the dead or whatever it may be, but I can't do funerals. I just can't do it. I'm already an emotional person when it comes to losing people in general. I'm not emotional ever, but when it comes to losing people, that's my weak point. So being around other emotional people while I'm already kind of emotional will make me even more emotional, because I'm thinking about it. So I can't do funerals or nothing like that. So me even going over there before they took her to the funeral home would have been a wreck. So if y'all don't remember her, she was one of the people that was in my vlogs. I will show y'all a video clip of her. She made it so far in life, and that's the only thing that keeps me like thinking that it's okay, because she made it this far, and now she's gone, and there's nothing we can do about it, because it wasn't like she like actually got sick. She was just like, it was that time, so there was nothing I could do about it. And the situations, it just seemed like shit kept piling up on each other. And it was just like, I don't want to bore you guys with the details, because I know a lot of y'all really don't fucking care. And a lot of y'all have no filters. Like, I enjoy the comedic side of you guys, but sometimes when it's a serious situation, or when it's something I care about that's like strongly, y'all don't see the seriousness in it. And y'all may crack a joke every now and then. And yeah, it may be funny to you, may be funny to others, but at the situation, I'm not going to act like an old stuck-up person and be like, oh, no, you shouldn't have said that. Nothing like that. I'm going to just leave it alone, but let you know that there's a time and place for everything. And sometimes, even though you don't know the situation, you got to calm down. Like a situation like this, nah. It was just so much bullshit piling up. And I didn't, honestly, that's what even discouraged me from, like, even though y'all know one reason why I don't stream, but the reason why I didn't stream down the line, even when I got newer games and stuff like that in this whole little span, it's like, how am I going to come in here and deal with the bullshit, deal with people trying to be funny, and try to act happy when there's just so much shit going on. I just couldn't even do it to myself. And I didn't even get to say bye to my grandmother. And she is gone. My great grandmother, not my grandmother, God forbid. But it was a tough situation, and it still is a tough situation. I bet y'all are like, you probably lying because you're not even crying right now. I can hold it back. I told y'all I'm not really an emotional person. But if I really think about it, or if I see a picture of her, I'll probably lose my shit. So I'm holding it together right now, but it's a tough thing to deal with, and it all happened in a line. Now, I ain't gonna lie. There's been other situations where things have came up and cheered me up a little bit. You know, I got in touch with another network, and they were very, very supportive with me. And I've made like personal artwork for certain celebrities, and they reached out to me. That was like, I know y'all probably like, bro, that's nothing now, but still, it's like seeing your idols and then they see you back. Like it's a weird thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And like it's been a lot of things that's been happening, but it's just a lot of bullshit that's been happening now. As of right now, I already said that I was gonna wait until all the shit was over before I even make this video, because I'm like, I don't want to tell y'all in the middle and then come back with another video and be like, it's happening again, and then all this other shit. I just wanted to tell y'all afterwards. Now, R.I.P. my great grandma, my nana. R.I.P. That was the real situation that I really wanted to talk to y'all about. Because that day, Saturday, when everybody was playing and making fun and everything, it may have seemed like we were in a good mood, but it was only because we had to change the direction of the situation. That was post-funeral. The funeral that I didn't go to because I couldn't take it. That's why everybody was dressed up and everything. It was after the funeral. Literally after the funeral. And I went over there just to show my face, to tell everybody, look, I'm here. I'm not no asshole. I'm not home playing the game or nothing like that. I'm here. When I went over there, I couldn't even eat. When I went over there, everybody was in such a good mood. I'm like, I was just depressed when I was over there. So they cheered me up. I said I'll stream. Just let y'all know that I'm still here. I'm still gonna stream and stuff like that. But it's just a big situation that I'm dealing with. And I had to tell y'all afterwards. Now, there's still a lot of room in the bucket for bullshit to happen right now. But this is after all the bullshit that I know that's happened. So the situation with me not being able to record, that situation is gone temporarily. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. It still may happen eventually, because I know that person will find their way to weasel their way in and fuck everything up again. Not trying to be rude, but it's just been hindering me from doing videos, and this is what I like to do every day. This is my job. I can't just sit back and say I'm not gonna record for a month. No, I gotta get there. The situation with my great grandmother, even though I'm still kind of in a mode like I don't want to hear anything about it or talk about it for real, because I might not be able to hold it together. She's in a better place now. She doesn't have to struggle to live. She doesn't have to struggle to anything like that. Situation with Maker Studios. I'm low-key happy that I'm out, but I'm low-key like, why now? Like, why out of this situation? And why me? What did I do wrong? What happened? And why did y'all just decide to do this without warning? That's the worst thing ever, when a person does something that has to deal with the way your things operate, the way you do things, and they decide to change it without fucking telling nobody anything. That's the worst thing ever. And YouTube is a good example of that shit. So much shit happens, and they will probably tell the people that are very, very popular in the network before they won't even tell anybody else. They'll tell them people, they'll put it on a little note or something that you have to go look for your damn self, and then they won't tell nobody. But let's just say this. As of right now, things are a little bit better. They're not perfect, but they're a little bit better. And I'm just letting y'all know that now. Now, if y'all expecting 2 videos today, 2 videos tomorrow, no. It's not. I'm not going to just bounce back that quick. I just need another. I know I'm taking a lot, but tomorrow I'm not going to upload. Tomorrow is going to be my day where I dedicate to recording. So I'm going to try to record a lot of videos tomorrow and some today. So tomorrow I will not upload. Remember that. I will not upload. I will not stream tomorrow. But I'm going to try to record as much as I can tomorrow if no bullshit happened during the day. And yeah, now I'll keep y'all updated if something does happen. Now, if you don't already follow me on my Twitter, I'm not telling you to follow me on my Twitter because I want followers. I'm telling you to follow me on my Twitter so that way I don't have to upload a video just to talk to y'all. Because it's like harder. And if you can't follow me on Twitter, I guess follow me on Instagram. But I don't really post on Twitter to the people that do follow me because it's like I'm talking to like one or two of y'all. And then same thing with Instagram. I don't post to my Instagram because a lot of my subscribers aren't there. I want to make sure I'm talking to y'all because there's a lot of people from my school, from family that follow me on Instagram, and I don't want to feel like I'm talking to them because they don't give a shit. They're not worried about my YouTube, so I don't want to feel like I'm talking to them. You feel me? So fuck all that. If y'all follow me, I'll let y'all know that way so I don't have to upload a video like this. But it's here for y'all information. And yeah, that's basically the situation. So y'all don't expect the video tomorrow and don't expect no more videos today. And yeah, I'll try to get back to the way I used to be by the end of this week if I can.